We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Thursday, May 11th. I'm Brad Locke, and Newsbreak comes to you each weekday at 7 a.m. You can watch it on djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. We're going to take a look at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. We'll start with the weather forecast. For today, partly cloudy skies, high of 86 degrees, low of 64, 10% chance of rain. The 3-day outlook, now Friday, we're going to have thunderstorms calling for a 100% chance of rain, a high of 76, a low of 56, but that's going to give way to really a pleasant weekend. Saturday, clear skies, high of 77, low of 53, just a 10% chance of rain. Sunday, clear skies, high of 82, a low of 57, a 10% chance of rain. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Thursday. A local author visited Shannon Primary School on Wednesday afternoon with a new book inspired by the students' drawings. Ruth Davidson is author of Piercing the Veil. She and Shannon Primary first grade teacher Deanna Bollock have mutual friends. The teacher approached the author during a book signing in March and asked her about speaking to the class. Bollock has her class create a book each year. This year she asked her students to draw pictures in class, and she sent them to Davidson to put into a book. Davidson took the students' artwork and wrote a story to match, aligning each drawing with a different part of the story so that every student's work was included. On Wednesday, Davidson surprised the students with a visit and read the book she created from their artwork. Bollock said her students love to read. She hopes Davidson's book will encourage them to keep reading and writing for fun. Personal income tax collections for April have played a key role in helping the state tax revenue recover for the current fiscal year. According to the April revenue reports, total collections were $56.8 million, or 1.3% more than the amount collected during the same time period last year. Those numbers were based solely on the unusually strong showings in March and April. And personal income tax collections for April were an astounding 36% above the amount collected in April 2016. Factoring in other funds, such as transfers from the Rainy Day Fund, the state has collected $146.5 million, or 3.3% more than it did during the same time period last year. The largest chunk of additional revenue comes primarily from legislation passed in the 2016 session to sweep into the general fund fees and assessments that originally had been enacted to fund specific endeavors. It seems likely that revenue collections will outpace the amount collected last year. What is less clear is whether general tax collections will exceed the amount collected last year. This year's group of retirees from the Lee County School District has more than 300 years of teaching experience in the district. And to honor all of that time spent serving Lee County students, the district and school board celebrated the retirees with a reception on Tuesday evening. Each retiree was recognized and presented with a plaque. Friends and family members gathered for refreshments at the Health Science Building on Itawamba Community College's Tupelo campus. The district also recognized several GED graduates at the event. Among the retirees was longtime Shannon High School teacher John Tudor, who has taught at Shannon for 28 years. Tudor said he plans to spend more time helping out at his church after retiring. And in sports, a lot of hardware was won by area high school tennis players on Wednesday. Tupelo's boys had a strong showing in the Class 6A individual championships in Jackson. The doubles team of Hogan Harrington and Eric Huey won their third straight state doubles title by defeating Ocean Springs. In singles, Sebastian Rios rolled past Flint Christian of Northwest Rankin 6-0, 6-0. In 5A, Oxford cleaned up on its home courts at the FNC Tennis Center. Bo Nash won the boys singles championship by beating Ridgeland's Darius Kent. In boys doubles, Max Monty and Ryan Mounts were victorious over teammates Elijah Abel and Christopher Lee. And in girls doubles, Haley Lowry and Olivia Williams beat teammates Ann Hardy and Victoria Stevens. Oxford also won in girls singles when Grace Ann Jones defeated Michaela Coleman of Olive Branch. And in mixed doubles, Amanda Lowry and Gordon Whitwell beat Grenada's tandem. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. We do want to remind you to check out a couple of the podcasts that we produce here at the Daily Journal. The Memo, all things Northeast Mississippi news and entertainment with myself and W. Derek Russell. You can find new episodes every Wednesday and Friday in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at memo.djournal.com. Be sure to check out Wednesday's episode. We visited with Michaela Morris about Medicaid in Mississippi and how it's affected by the possible repeal and replace of Obamacare. Also, photographer Thomas Wells talked about his In Focus photo essay, and Bobby Harrison visited with us with the latest on the possibility of a state lottery. Also, check out Double Coverage, a podcast covering Ole Miss and Mississippi State sports with Parrish Alford and Logan Lowry. New episodes every Thursday. Find it in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at doublecoverage.djournal.com. All the stories I talked about today you can find in your Daily Journal or at djournal.com. Give us a follow on Twitter at djournalnow, and give our Facebook page a like as well. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. I'm Brad Locke. We'll see you next time.